Welcome back to the Plumbers Podcast. Today we are introducing a new host to the cast, my boy Richardson. Well, what do you want to be called? Because I call you Haven, but I don't know. I feel like that name's banned now.
It definitely is banned.
Okay. You guys
Just call me Rich.
Rich? Yeah, okay. Well, Rich, tell us a bit about yourself, here and there.
So for starters, I've known this guy for 5 years now?
5 years, yeah.
Crazy. We met in Fort Irwin, California. Army, by the way. I've been in quite some time. I'll hit my my in-depth mark this summer.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oof.
But I already told you what I was going to do.
Yeah, you're going to re-enlist, right?
I'm going to re-enlist for stabilization. And then my next time to re-up is when I'll go in-depth.
Yeah. That's exactly what I want to do. Hey, and you're lucky, bro, because you're not going to hit sergeant first class. Apparently, you have to end up if you're in sergeant first class. I found that out yesterday. I was like...
I'm going in-depth.
Yeah. So if you promote to sergeant first class...
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you got to re-up to meet
to meet the criteria to become a sergeant first class. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, that kind of throws a little wrench in my plan, but I mean, apparently your plan too, because...
It looks like I'm going in-depth.
Yeah. Hey, overall... You are one of the better NCOs I've ever seen. Better than that Sergeant McElfresh person I know. Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. Old McElfresh, whack ass. No, he listens to it, so.
You know one thing that I just...
Bitch ass, dude. What were you just talking about?
My bad. You know what, since you brought up that name, right? So this whole time, he's been saying that name, right? Like, I met him, right? So when I was in Germany, I met him, right? So... this whole time, I call him Miguel Fresh. I thought his name was Miguel Fresh.
Miguel, you know, start calling him that.
That's literally what I thought he was saying, but he was saying Miguel, right?
Miguel Fresh.
Yeah.
Miguel Fresh.
So the whole time I'm over here calling him Miguel Fresh. I didn't know.
Yeah, he called me a few days ago, but it's like midnight my time.
Yeah.
Because I guess he just finished Limit 3.
Yeah, he passed, right?
I think so.
Wow.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I really don't know. He
I know he was struggling because he kept texting me saying like, bro, this is hard, blah, 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 blah. He's like, you're going to fail when you come here. I was like, damn, the hopes.
It's hard. Yeah, he called me. It was like after midnight. So I'm like, what the hell is he calling me this late for? And I'm like, he probably drunk. And then like a day or two later, Sonia, she had posted on her story, she was getting him from the airport, and she was like, somebody's still lit from the night before. And I was like, oh yeah, he was definitely drunk.
Yeah. No. And then Sonia, bro, Sonia's doing great right now for
She's killing it, bro.
Yeah, she was instructor of the year. Remember his wife?
Oh.
She was like the instructor of the year. We used to go to the PX. Her picture was right there.
Yeah, she killing it.
Yeah. Traveling TDY to go teach other instructors to be instructors, killer boss shit, woman power, blah, blah, blah.
Facts.
What's called? I guess we could dive into some of our topics. We're going to start hot, hot and controversial, especially because you're here and he's here. Well, he's always here, but he has no choice. All right. When do you or y'all consider it cheating in a relationship? Anyone can start. Go ahead. Let's start with not the biggest.
No. Let's start with our guest.
All right, he'll start with me.
He's not a guest. He's a new host.
Oh, damn. All right, go ahead.
All right. Married man over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
What I would consider cheating, man. Pretty much plain and simple. When you have to start hiding messages. Like when you have to start hiding stuff from your significant other, that's when I wouldn't necessarily consider cheating, but that's when the suspicion will get high.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I consider that too. If you have to lie to me, you're cheating. Like if you have to lie to me about that relationship.
Oh, with that person?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
If you have to. If I know you're lying to me about it, I'll be like, okay, there's no need to lie to. If he's just a friend, he's just a friend.
Just tell her how it is.
Yeah, tell her how it is. What do you think? Go ahead.
To be honest, that was such a great answer. I didn't. I was like, now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yo, like that is like if you have the feeling to like that needs to be hiding something, then you're doing something wrong already. Like you don't have to hide anything from anyone. Like because at the end of the day, if she asks you, let me see your phone, and I'd be like, all right, here you go. It's like, what are you talking about here? Literally right there about work.
Yeah.
Just, and that's it.
Oh man, you know what we should do? The next interview series, we should do that. Like,
Ask people?
Like, yeah, go to like the mall. Not here because I feel like if you do it here
No.
at the Kaleem Mall,
Yeah, no, you're
you'll
gonna
get
get
shot.
Yeah.
You'll get shot. It's
People's
just
business is gonna be out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
But yeah, like
When I first got here, there was a shooting at the mall.
oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Wait, which one?
Well, I only heard of one because
I think it was the Kaleem Mall.
Yeah, no, I was saying like which one? It's like you talking about where the dude he had ran through the mall and he had to shoot up with the police.
Yo, what the?
that's what crazy.
That's what I'm talking about. Like which one? So like a few months back. No, it was more than a few months back. No, it was like a few months back. So like this dude. He was from Kempner, and he was getting stopped by the police in Waco for his driving or whatever. The police chased him from Waco all the way to the Kaleem Mall. He got to the Kaleem Mall. So if you ever go to the Kaleem Mall and you notice JCPenney's got like yeah. So like he ran through JCPenney's and he ran through JCPenney's and then he had a shootout with the police. They ended up shooting him, killing him. It was like
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
So it was actually, you know what? It was back in December. I remember because
And why do I know he was a YN?
no,
No.
oh, he was,
Oh, white?
yeah, he was white.
I'm sorry for my
He was,
racism.
yeah, he was an older white guy.
Well, the one I heard about was during either October.
Where the did I move to? That's my question.
I mean, you do live in the hood.
I mean,
You live in the hood.
we're not trying.
Well, it's not bad. Like back that way. That's horrible. Like you like on the outskirts of the hood, but you're still in the hood.
It's still a little more quieter, you know.
I kissed this dude by accident. Like, hey, I might live in the hood, bro, but you know, this is where I find comfort a little bit, you know?
Ain't nothing wrong with living in the hood, man.
I know that if someone shoots up my place, they're shooting at someone's shooting him back.
Yeah.
I might go down, but someone around here is gonna shoot them back.
You better duck.
That's why that 1911, right?
So 1911.
Duck, man.
All right, but you guys answer that question. What y'all consider cheating? No, like you know, like you consider cheating to yourself. Like if they're hiding stuff from it, when do you guys consider it cheating on your other significant others?
What do I consider cheating?
Yeah.
Like what I've done to people before?
No. Like
Doing to us?
no. Like you doing to them. Like
I just
what?
asked.
No. Like say. No, what I mean is. No, I guess hiding stuff. Yeah, I meant more for this guy because he's like, yeah, they're hiding something from me. But how far have you gone before you considered it cheating? That's what I'm saying. I guess that's all I was trying to say.
Okay.
Go ahead, Vasquez.
I mean, I guess for me, I think it's more like a double standard, you know, like.
Do it. Go ahead.
I gotta hear this double standard.
I mean, you know, because for guys, you know, they don't really fall, you know, in feelings. Feelings aren't really involved in any of this, right? And for females, if they cheat, it's out of feelings that, you know, like, you know, it's like they feel emotional that they're not really like being whatever they're feeling at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So, and
That's
then,
what you're saying. So basically, what he's saying is like, in order for a female, they got to cheat. For one, she got to be completely done. Like she checked out from
Like months ago.
yeah. It's like she completely checked out from you, the relationship, the whole nine. Like she already built that emotional connection with that dude in order for him to cheat. That's why when females cheat, they call it a up because she's already picked what this dude is better at than you.
Yeah.
Whether it's he got more money, he looked better than you, or every
more
dude,
dick.
every dude's worst nightmare, he got a bigger dick. So, or he might just better.
Or E, all the above.
or the above. And then once she do that, it's a wrap. Like that's why it's more harder for like when a dude go through a girl's phone and find out like she been doing XYZ, like it hurts his chest. He can't breathe because he know like, oh damn, the same I've been doing to her, she doing to me, but she doing it with somebody even better. That's where the dudes get hurt from.
Yeah.
It's like he don't care.
I think if a bitch was called cheats on me, she's downgrading.
She's not downgrading in size, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, I had to get nerfed some way.
I think he mean height, by the way. Too.
Yeah. You got a big cock, guys. For all y'all. No, I don't know.
No pause.
No.
Diddy.
Oh yeah. No Diddy. My bad. No, but that perfectly. What you said is my next question. Do you guys think men and women handle breakups differently? Because, like you said, I believe men are always surprised when they get broken up with, unlike women. Because, like, if a woman breaks up with a guy, she already planned it like months ago, like we said. Mm-hmm. But if a man breaks up with a woman,
it's on the spot.
It's on the spot. Like, hey, we're done. Yeah. I personally have never planned a breakup. It's usually been like, yeah, it's done. It's usually the final straw. I'm like, yeah, I'm not dealing with anymore.
Excuse me.
You were there for my the European one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, where it was like, damn, like not working out exactly. Like literally that same day, it's just like I don't think things are gonna work out. So I'm like, you know something? I'm gonna go give her one last visit, and then I'm gonna break up with her.
This guy's a real sleep bag, bro.
I wouldn't even say all that.
No, but I respect them because, like, if the women are letting him do that to them, they asked for it. Like,
yeah, because like this is just from like my experience and opinion. So like, as a man, especially like when we were at Fort Irwin.
Oh no!
And I was in my era. If I knew off the bat that, all right, I this girl first encounter. She's not getting the real me.
Yeah.
She's not getting the best of me. She's gonna get toxic me just so I can hit. And whether it's good or not, then I'm gonna keep coming back. If it's not good, then all right, it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. Now I'm gonna move on to the next. Now, obviously, only one woman from my Fort Irwin era that I knew like, okay, I gotta stop the and I ended up marrying her. So, but every woman beforehand, I'm just a dog.
No, that was real true. I know because I lived with him. I lived with him.
He did.
And sometimes I'll come home and be like, "Who's this bitch?" Yeah. No, I wouldn't even say that because that's dry snitching. Yeah. I'll just be like, "What's up?
Hey, how you doing?"
What's up? I'm going to my room.
Yeah, literally.
I'm tired. I'm not tired at all. We work in the same spot. We're doing the same job. What am I tired of? I'm tired, bro. I'm going to sleep. Yeah.
Nah, but I think relationships. I think if I had like 6, right, and I usually end things because I like to see if if we're gonna work out, like look at the long run, like basically see if I see a future, right? Mm-hmm. If I just don't see it anymore, maybe we've been together for like what is it? My longest relationship was like 2 years.
Not that long, bro.
2 years?
I mean, these days it's pretty long.
Oh, these days, yeah.
Yeah. It was called shortest one's probably like 3 months, but we don't talk about those. It was called but if I just don't see like any.
When we were trying to think of it, which ones?
You know one of them.
You know
one of them. That one didn't work out at all. It was called but if as soon as I see like hey, I don't think nothing's gonna happen out of this. Like there's no point of us even still being together.
Yeah.
Honestly. So I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and dip. And every single time. Unfortunately, I dipped first. Like I've never been broken up with. It's always been like I just don't see it. I'm out, just like that.
Same.
Well, I would say same, but he knows different. And you know different. I break up and then I'm a typical guy. I fall back over and over again. So I learned my lesson. Sometimes I learned my lesson pretty hard.
Yeah.
So
The one, it took you a while.
hey man, bro. Hey, I'll tell you, white girls can manipulate, man. She
Facts.
She played me, bro. She made me think all my friends were my ops. To the point where, like, I don't know why I found out where she was getting all that information from. One of them was an op, but
Say.
one of them was an op. But like, she made me start trusting everybody. I was like, dude, she's getting information that only a couple people know. I was like, where is she getting all this information from? I was like, where am I putting this information out? I was like, and I'll just be testing it with certain people. I was like, not him. I was like, I'll just be giving flat out lies. Eventually, I found out who it was. Not from me though. My lies weren't working. I found out from another person, and I was like, "You."
Yeah.
But other than that, no. I mean, yeah, that was part of the. And I fall back. I'm a typical male. You know what it is? I mean, to go off that a little bit though, what's the worst thing a girl has ever said to you to either break up with you, or to turn you down?
Break up or turn me down.
Like something that I wanted to say shattered you and made you want to change the person you are, but I feel like that's a little deep and we're not drinking enough yet. But if it goes into that,
It didn't necessarily make me want to change who I was, but it opened up a dog in me. So
Ooh.
I was 14 going on 15, and this girl, white girl. So she was through and throughout. She was experienced. I was still a virgin, and my bad.
No, you're good.
So she used the excuse of me being a virgin to not be together. She was like, I want you to go sleep with another girl or a few girls, and then once you get that experience, come back to me.
Fire.
And I
That's
was,
fire.
but like I said, it opened up the dog in me because
You wanted to.
that's what I did. I went and I slept with a few other girls. The very first girl who I lost my virginity to was her best friend. And
Hey,
and it like
respectable.
and they wasn't like ordinary best friends. They were like trauma bond best friends.
They saw somebody die.
No. So like the same thing happened to them by the same person. Yeah. So they
We can't say that word on
yeah,
there.
you can't. So then
We can't say that word on there.
so then
Y'all get the context.
so then they became best friends. I knew they were best friends. Hell, the best friend knew about me. And then she had messaged me. She was like, "Hey, how are you?" And so I'm not gonna say her name. Like, "Hey, how are you?" And so and so.
Don't worry, we bleep out names here.
And I was like, "No, we don't go together no more." She's like, "Why not?" And I told her. She was like, "Oh, that sucks." She's like, "So you single now?" I was like, "Yeah." "You not talking to nobody?" "No." "You want to start talking?" "Hell yeah, I want to start talking." Yeah, so like, yeah, she woke up a dog in me, bro, and it was just like, yeah,
It was just wolf all the way, huh?
yeah. And then,
Wolf into Haven.
but then it was like the prerequisite.
Oh.
And then that same girl, that best friend, she did me dirty too. So we were together for a little over a year. And then I remember it was like the following summer. She goes, I think we should take a break. Now, even though I was 15 going on 16 at the time, I'm not stupid. I don't know when a girl says she want to take a break, we pretty much broken up because one or two things. She already got somebody, or she trying to go after that somebody.
Yeah, what's that thing from Boondocks? What's the thing from Boondocks? The nigga thing when he's like, her new nigga was never new nigga. You just never knew nigga. You just never knew nigga.
Real. And like I learned the hard way, so I was trying my best. I'm like, nah, we should stay together. Blah blah blah. It's like she was essentially like my first girlfriend. Like, I lost my virginity to her, so I was low key in love with her.
I'm with y'all.
And then she was just like, she was like, no, it's only gonna be for a few months, and then we'll get back together. Blah 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, whatever, take a break. And this was during the MySpace era, bro.
I always forget how old you are.
Tell me why.
I always forget.
MySpace when it was exiting. That.
Yeah,
Me too.
Yeah, I'm a little seasoned. So the bad part, right? So like, you know how on MySpace, like you can pretty much edit your whole page.
Yeah, put the song and everything.
Her background picture was the new nigga. Literally, after I agreed to go on a break with her, I go on her page. Not even an hour later, the new nigga is her background.
Be honest.
And then
Upgrade, downgrade.
It was a downgrade.
All right, now
So-
be honest.
So, actually, you know what? It was both. It was a downgrade because like looks wise, I'm like, nah, downgrade. But he was older. He had a car. So I'm like, okay, I see, like, you know, she's trying to be in these streets. And then she ended up pregnant like 3 weeks later. And then she hits me up because he's like, oh, I don't want nothing to do with you. That ain't my baby. This ain't the third. So she hits me up. You know what this bitch asked me? Close. She wanted me to be the godfather of this child. I'm like, bitch, you been more than likely playing me for this nigga. And you want me to be the godfather to your little bastard? No. That. I'm not doing that.
Bastard is crazy.
But it is a bastard.
Like that. What was the guy's name? The one with the he's like 21 or 22 with a 39-year-old. They just had like she got pregnant and then now she's trying to put him on child support. And he's like, hey yo, let me go ahead and pay you everything up front.
Oh, you're talking about Anthony Edwards.
Oh yeah, that basketball. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I don't want
Because
nothing
he was
to
like,
do with you.
I don't even want no kids. I don't even want to be part of this child's life. Here, let me throw you some ducats and call it a day.
Yeah, hey, dude, he told the court, he's like, I just want to give you everything, and budget.
Yeah.
You better budget well.
Seriously. Throw you.
That's $2.1 million that he's just willing to give,
Yeah.
which is crazy to me.
I mean, he got it like that though.
Would you do it? If you had it like that, you'd do it.
Would I do it?
Yeah. If you were in his situation,
If
not
I was in his situation.
Yeah. Obviously, a 24-year-old with a 34-year-old, she was playing him. She was older.
She was older, yeah.
She's way older. Oh, I don't know how old she
I
is.
don't know how old she was exactly,
I think-
but I knew she was older.
She's 30. He's like 24. So
But
Let's just keep it at that. For a 3 and a 2.
yeah.
so that comes into play with me. If I was in that point and I knew I didn't want to have kids, I would do everything in my power beforehand to prevent her from even getting pregnant. Whether it was condom, get her a plan B, because you can go buy that at Walmart. It's a staircase. Goddamn.
I said it.
Staircase.
What medication does that?
No, it's staircase, hanger, fist, punch that bitch in the stomach. I wouldn't do this, but
It's all jokes for the for the video.
yeah.
Is it?
Is it though?
no. Hey,
But yeah, it's like a whole bunch. Hey, so I found this out yesterday because my wife told me. Did you know that there's male birth control?
what does that do?
So
I feel so stupid asking it, but what does that do?
So basically, so like
Does it make you not like?
so you know like
For a little bit, right?
no. So you know like how female birth control it works like the same way. It's supposed to block you from reproducing sperm cells at your normal rate. So, but because it only has an 80% effective rate, so there still is a chance you can be like, she can still get pregnant.
Hey man, knowing your swimmers, know his swimmers, man.
But yeah, like my wife
You got
told
like
me
7 kids, bro.
7. That's crazy. Hey, you trying to be like my brother? Rest in peace.
Basketball team.
Oh, dude, someone said a joke like that earlier. I was just joking about 7 kids. You don't got 7 kids, but no, it's called. Someone said earlier like, "Oh, I'm trying to have a whole baseball team," but I was like, "How many players does a baseball team have?" Because I don't know baseball positions. I was like,
That's 9.
they just have the umpire, the short back, and then all the bases, right?
I don't think that
No, umpire is not part of the team, bro.
No.
No, it says 9. So you got the catcher,
Okay.
first, second, third, shortstop,
Who's the catcher?
third base. The person that sits like this behind home.
Is that not the umpire?
No, the umpire sits behind the catcher.
Is that?
The umpire is the one who calls the balls and strikes.
Yeah. So wait. So what team is he on?
He's not on the team.
He's like a ref.
Yeah,
Whoa. So you're telling me this whole time there's just a random dude back there just?
not a random dude.
So he's just like a ref.
Yeah. He literally just said that.
No. I'm not taking credit for what he said. So he's right. So he's just like a ref, but like, what is he, a ref?
He like the strike zone. He determines whether that ball coming across the plate.
You told me he
either
could
a
see that
ball-
90-mile-per-hour ball just goes straight to the.
Yeah, like literally, that's what he. That's
also has the earpiece where telling them is like, hey, yo.
Oh, okay, that makes
Yeah.
more sense. I feel like I look real stupid right now because of this umpire.
that's literally what they did. They just like he's trained to like just focus solely on the plate, the batter, and the pitcher. Make sure like the batter's not interfering with the catcher's not interfering with the batter, and make sure like the pitcher isn't cheating as well. So like what some pitchers like to do, they'll put like some type of like sticky residue on.
Oh, like in their hair and stuff, right?
Yeah, and like because it gives them more grip on the ball for more control.
So like what Tom Brady was deflating balls.
Yeah, but the baseball version.
Allegedly, right?
So yeah.
But it was
I just learned something new.
I mean,
I thought the umpire was part of someone's team.
No.
it's not that hard. I mean, seeing the hit box. This is like what from right here to like right here.
It's like you talking about the batter's box?
Yeah.
It's from the kneecap to the bottom of the chest.
Yeah. Which it wouldn't be really that big for me, But
That's crazy.
And
I would
and it
flinch
depends on
though.
the-
You
it
wouldn't
depends
flinch?
No.
The ball was coming like.
that's why he wears a mask and a padding.
You told me. No, stop it. You would flinch. I don't care what any of you say. You all will flinch.
Bro, I played baseball since I was 5.
I'll give it to you. You would flinch.
I love baseball.
A box, of course, I flinch. Like,
Like,
I was like, oh,
Yeah. Learn something new. Okay, what's the worst thing a girl had told you?
You shouldn't go to Germany.
Okay.
You shouldn't have chosen to go to Germany. Well,
There's backstory.
oh, I say you got good contact.
all right, so this is
that's half. I've been told that twice now.
yeah. Well, okay. So, I was back when I was in New York, right? Towards the end of that, like my time in New York, I signed the contract to go to Germany, right? And then I just so happened to go back home, and I met somebody, right? And what is it? We kicked it off great and everything. Like I was like, this is the one. This is the one. Like I'm gonna stop doing all the that I'm doing. Like,
It'd be like that.
yeah, I'm like, yo, this is it. This is the one I'm stopping for. So I ended up telling her at the end though that I was like, yo, I'm going to Germany. She's like, well, I don't really like doing long distance relationship. You shouldn't have like when I was like, unfortunately, I had already chosen Germany before I even met you. So I was like, that kind of messed me up. I was like, she was the type of chick that like I was like, I didn't do anything on the first date. I was trying to be a gentleman on that one, right? And I was like, now that I think about it, I'm like, I should have did it. I was like, I should have done it. Like that was just a missed opportunity. But that's like literally something that has been on my mind since like ever since then. And I was like, damn, I missed out on that. Like I would have thought she would have been the one. And well, it didn't happen because I went to Europe.
Hey, it'd be like that, man.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it was my last relationship. Context. He knows this. I was with a girl, and I
Oh, really?
was constant. My girl. No. But like, I never considered it cheating. But I guess I was technically also pursuing somebody else while I was in a relationship.
You're cheating, bro.
No.
That is cheating.
No. Because I only did it ever when we were on breaks. So I was like, I actively just pursue someone else when we were on breaks. So, anyways.
that's another thing you can say about like the cheating part, right? That is definitely if you're in a relationship or like and say you're taking a break and you go get like another person, that's definitely cheating still because you're still technically in that relationship.
Yeah, cause y'all,
Is he doing?
cause like y'all. Still,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey, he dropping dollars, bro.
First of all, I say if I started the break, yeah, of course I gotta be faithful. But if someone said, "Hey, I want to take a break with you," I don't think I will to be all right.
If somebody tells me we got to go on a break, that's the end.
Yeah, I thought we broke up.
Yeah, no, like there's definitely a
There's a double standard there, 100%.
Oh, facts.
There's a double standard for me right there.
Definitely,
Yeah, but like, anyways, yeah. So ever since I did it, so eventually I was like, "Yo," the other person kind of not low key, she hardcore rejected me. So I was like, you know, I got real serious with this other girl for like the main girl for like 2 months, and then I went out with this, and we went to the stupid ass bar, and this girl was drunk, and then I took her home, and in the car he was dropping off her friend in the barracks, and when I was in the car waiting for him to come back down, I was like, hey, I low key I want to make us official. Like I want you to be my girlfriend. So she was kind of like drunkish, and she was like, he knows what I was gonna say.
I'm starting to run like it's coming back.
Yeah, he wasn't back in the car yet, but before he even got in the car, because I saw him walking down the stairs, she's like, honestly, Sergio, you're not boyfriend or husband material. She's like, you just want to be a boy and seeking attention from all these bitches. So you just keep doing that. We keep doing our thing, but like, no. I was like, but she didn't remember the conversation the next day. I was like,
Damn.
so like from that point on, I was like, all right. No, but it made me like want to truly change. I was like, okay, maybe I am being a little toxic, or in kind of a dick out here.
That reminds me of one where it's like, yeah, you're just a boy toy. I was like, damn. I was like, damn, that kind of hurt.
No, that crazy. Germany was crazy, eye opening. It's white girls, bro. I don't know. That's why I'm done
Done with what?
with white girls.
You say that now. You say that. You say
Shut
that
up.
now.
Bullshit, you should have seen him at the rodeo.
No. At the rodeo, it was just Hispanic girls. I promise. Anyways, we're gonna move on. All right, we're gonna move on to our next topic. We're gonna start off with you, Vasquez. What's the craziest? Not craziest. What's the best drill sergeant story you have? You can give multiple. You don't just gotta give one.
So, I mean, I don't really got like my drill sergeants were like they were actually pretty cool. Like, never really had a problem with them. But the craziest thing I saw was what is it? It was like we were doing combatives, and so to the two female drill instructors were doing the combatives, like showing us on top, right? Like on the mat. Damn. So one of the drill instructors like flipped her over, was called and like she hit the mat hard like on her stomach, and like that this is gonna sound like a little bit like even everybody around was like, yo, damn, like that thing was just like moving. And I was like, everybody was like, damn, like shit, she is caked up, like damn, on OCPs, like you can see that through OCPs. I was like, damn, but that's probably the craziest thing we've seen during like basic training. Honestly, ours was kind of boring. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Not really any stories. Yeah, but
What do you expect from mechanics basic training, man? Or AIT, I guess.
I guess it depends on where you go.
Well, I went to Leonardwood. Where'd you go?
relax in Jackson.
Me too.
You didn't do anything? Nothing crazy happened there either?
Oh no. So it was this girl, right? And like me and her, we cool to this day. But I had really liked her in basic, and I was trying to pursue her in basic, but like she was not giving me the time of day. Come to find out, the reason why she wasn't giving me the time of the day is because she was giving two other dudes the time of the day. And what I mean by time of the day, so we went on a 3-day FTX. No,
No.
It was our one day FTX. So she was with the one dude at 2100. And then she woke up in the middle of the night and then she went to the other dude. And it was like, and then they knew I liked her. So when we were packing up to go back to the bees, they told me. And I'm like, I wasn't hurt, but I was like, this bitch. Like, for real? Because, like, in a sense, I was always, like, protecting her and everything. Like, if she wanted, like, some extra to drink, oh, here, I got you. Or you want some extra food? Here, I got you. I even snuck.
Nice guys finish last.
I even snuck, some food from the defect. I'm like, hey, it's in my Camelback. You can get it. Blah, blah, blah. But then
Rich used to be like me.
Bro,
What'd that get you?
it was bad.
Oh no!
So
I see my future right now.
So
like,
once I found out, I was heated. So the one drill sergeant, me and him, we were from the same hometown, and he like really took to me or whatever. So like every time I had like he would purposely put me on fire guard with him, and not fire guard. What was it? Fire guard when with the drill sergeants, yeah. So he would purposely put me on fire guard with him. I'm like, all right, bet. I already knew what was gonna happen. He's gonna go to McDonald's, get me 2 double cheeseburgers, large fry, and a drink. And at first I was like, oh man, he a real one. But then I was like, then it took me a little while. I was like, he's only did shit so I can tell him what was going on in the goddamn bay. But me, like a dummy, he's like, hey, so what's been going on? So I told him everything. I'm like, hey. I was like, oh, girl, I liked her, but I kind of found out she was with old buddy at 2100. Then she woke up in the middle of the night.
Straight up dry stitch.
Buddy.
Hey, look up dry stitch in dictionaries and you see a picture of this.
So I told everything that was going on in the bay. So then he was like, you know what? He's like, you know what, Rich? I got you. So I'm like, all right, Joe, son. And I just left it alone because I'm like, he ain't got me. He just. So then we had, I remember like yesterday, we went to the gas chamber. And then after we went to the gas chamber, we had got our hot chow. So like, old girl, she sat in between both dudes that she had that night.
She a brave soul.
Bro, brave as hell. So then my drill sergeant, he looked at me, and I was like, he was like, I was like, then he looked. He was like, hey, bitch, get your frisbee ass from the between those two. And I was like, and then the other girl, he was like, did you just call her a frisbee? He was like, yeah, because that bitch was with him 2100 and she was with him in the middle of the night. And he was like, how do you know? He was like, Rich. And I was like, and then the other drill sergeant, which was in my platoon, he was a senior drill sergeant. He was like, come here. He was like, so we got hoes in our platoon? I was like, we got hoes in our platoon, drill sergeant. He was like, what else she been doing? I was like, all right. So boom.
This time without a burger or anything. It's
I
like,
told
maybe I'll get
everything. But I didn't know it was going to be that bad. Following night, 2100, lights out. 2130, everybody downstairs. We all in formation. And then probably about an hour and a half, all right, y'all can go back upstairs. The entire bay was but my bed.
Hey,
My bed.
I want to see your shit. But like,
They flipped mattresses, ripped out wall lockers, the whole nine. So like, if your mattress had like one crease that wasn't supposed to be there, your whole mattress got flipped. If your wall locker wasn't secure, man, I remember it was so bad. Like the one dude, he had the Gatorade powder. He had some in his locker. They literally poured water on his stuff and dumped the powder on top of it. So when he came back, all his shit was red. I felt bad. I was like, I caused this. But this bitch caused this because she didn't give me the time of day.
that's a villain origin story right there.
Yeah, bro.
You seen Key and Peele, like their skits?
Yeah.
You know that one where it's like His cousin is inside an interrogation room, right? And he's like, his cousin's outside talking to his other friend. He's like, bro, he's gonna snitch us out. No, he's strong. Like he ain't gonna say.
That's
And
me.
then it's like he's in there fucking. He comes out with a pizza and
That's
everything,
me,
right?
man.
And then he's like, yeah, like the old dude shut up the place. It's like, no, it wasn't him. It was someone else. And he's like, oh, for real? Hold on, give me a second. Goes back inside the
Man.
interrogation room. Is like,
That was
yeah,
me. Man, that was me, man.
Crazy. No, I can't. I don't have anything to top that, dude. The craziest thing that happened in mine was Joe Sargent got arrested in the middle of the night and woke up, and he woke us up to the duck song, the quack quack quack. Do you got any grapes? He woke us up like at 3 a.m. to that song playing on the loudspeakers, and he just got arrested.
for that.
No, he got arrested for cocaine, but.
Seeing what drill sergeants go through, I can understand.
Facts.
And he was on
Facts.
stat duty, and he just said, "Peace out, Savage Platoon." And I said, "Cabin." And then we later found out. And then I remember we were in NTC. I told you, dude. I was like, I think I told you or somebody else. I was like, yo, I got an email from my from like AI from like my AIT when I was in Irwin, like 4 or 5 years later. They wanted me to go be a witness to a case.
That, yeah.
And I was like, nah, delete it. I was like, nah.
I remember that.
Like, did you see anything? Like, did you see him act weird? And you'd be like, no, not really.
No, man. Hey, man, that dude was jumpy. I just thought he was excited.
Yeah, but I was a demon. I did an AIT too.
But snitch? Oh no!
But it wasn't Cadre this time though. So like, when I went to AIT, it was me and this girl. So like, she approached me first.
Yeah.
And you know what? Pause real quick. Come to think about it, white girls has always been my issue. Cause this girl was white, but the girl before she
I
was.
only
Hispanic.
met you with one white girl. I only met you with one white girl, and she was an issue.
Big ass issue.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But she had came to me and she like we was like chopping it up real cool, and it was like, you know, she's like, I like you, I like you too. This and the third. But then it was another dude in the other class. It's like we were in the same class, but with different platoons. So like she started talking to him, and I'm like, all right, I ain't paying no mind to it, whatever. And then I'm about to really show my age. This is during AIT where you can go off post without getting a pass.
Oh, I was able to do that in
Yeah.
AT.
So like you can go. You can go
I
off
should show
post.
my age
You
too.
can go off post without a pass.
Yeah.
The whole nine. So like, I'm about to really show my age because this was before him. So like, we even got overnight passes. So like,
we did not get those.
so like we could leave. So like, I had went to AIT during the summer. So 4th of July weekend, July 1st, we have a formation, and they're like, all right, see you back on Monday, not Monday, Tuesday, because it'll be a 4-day. So we'll leave Thursday night. We had to come back until Monday night. We had a formation. So me and her originally had made plans. We was gonna kick it that entire weekend. Like we was gonna do a whole night. Like we was gonna go to Busch Gardens, go out to eat, this, that, and the third. But when it came time to actually go, she flaked. She already had dipped out. She dipped out with old buddy from the other platoon. So I'm calling her, texting her. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, what we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. So like that. So I ain't gonna lie, I was still in my certified lover boy era. So like I tried for like 2 days straight.
Damn.
After the third day, the one dude that I ended up kicking with that weekend, he was like, hey bro, you might as well just give it up because I guarantee you right now, she that nigga.
Getting clapped.
I'm like, you know what, you right. So after that, left her alone. We came back Monday night, and they all booed up together. All booed up together. Crazy part is, so she was married with a son. The dude she was with was married with a son.
You know, I'm not even surprised, to be honest.
I'm not. So
not.
me either. But this was like my first time being introduced to all of that. So I'm like, dang, this is what we doing now. So come to find out, they end up around for like the whole AIT cycle. Come to graduation. Actually, no, I'm gonna rewind a little bit. So,
With the sun is crazy though.
huh?
With the suns is crazy.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
So, I end up linking up with another chick. She was married too.
Diabolical.
It was whatever. She was like, my husband already know I'm here. I'm gonna have my fun, and blah blah blah. So I'm like, all right, bet. So me and her, we having fun, and then now old girl want to get mad. So she start telling people about me, this, that, and the third.
Ain't that the worst?
Bro,
Remember the other one when she told this bitch I was creepy. Remember in Germany? Yeah, but that's besides the story. Go ahead.
so like, well, that's,
always do that.
It's funny you said that because like, the only thing that she could get me on, because like those 2 days where she was ignoring me, I was blowing her up.
Yeah.
So it made it seem like I was just a bugaboo, like this creepy ass dude.
Yeah, I know.
Trying to get with you.
Yeah, Rich, you really are me. Oh my fucking god. Or I'm
like-
you.
So it made it seem like I was this creepy ass crazy dude trying to get with her. That wasn't even the case. So luckily, another girl who I had started messing with, because the second girl who I started messing with, she just wanted to just fool around a few times and then go on to the next one. All right, boom, boom, boom. So then the third girl, she was actually pretty solid. She was like, that's not even the case. She was like, he showed me all the messages. They were supposed to hang out that 4-day weekend. She flaked on him to go hang out with this nigga. So like, she had my back. And then, oh man, I never forget. He's probably out the army now. His name was the crazy part. He was and
Don't worry, we'll believe his name. Don't worry.
and but so he just came up to me randomly. So he came up to me randomly and he was like, I heard you got female problems. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, I heard what you got going on with Watson and her. I'm like, that ain't even nothing. I was like, it's whatever. He was like, he's like, don't. This is when I first heard the term battle boo. He was like, don't let these little battle boos get to you, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, battle boo? I'm like, I hate that word. Yeah. Then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, they battle boos, but they married. He was like, they married. I was like, yeah, she married with a son, and he married with a son. He was like, they married. I was like, they married. I was like, they married, son. He was like, are you married? I was like, married? I barely got a kid. Well, I was married though, but but that's beside the point.
Easy work.
That's beside the point. Me and so like at the time, so like me and my wife at the time, we weren't like we're just legally together. We weren't actually physically together. Like me and her were only together for like 6 months total out of the entire time that we were married. So I was like, yeah, they married with a whole kid. He was like, okay, I'm gonna fix that. I didn't know what the hell he was going to. So he was like, I need to see the Elevar and I need to see the Watson at the formation. He was like, go get your Camelback or your canteen, come downstairs. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm looking out the window and all I see is them just running laps.
And this is the Specker Barracks, huh?
No. So this is for my first MOS.
Oh yeah.
This is when I was a 92 Alpha. So I was at Fort Lee.
Oh, that's a clerk, right?
That's supply.
Yeah, no. That's 90, no. 90, yeah, no. He's right. It's a clerk. 92 Alpha is a clerk. Supply is 92 Yankee.
You see, I know.
That's what I'm saying. You should know.
Man, what's this called? 'Cause usually those are like the stories.
Man, listen.
Nah, that's just
them 92 series.
what's it called.
I can't 42 series. I tried when I was at Irwin.
What's mine again? What's that 6? 35 series. That's my weakness.
Yeah, like I tried when I was at Fort Irwin, and excuse me.
The one in our you did?
No.
now.
Well, I have no idea. I wasn't there. So
Remember?
you remember?
No. So remember? No. So remember? Because after it happened, because I found out her cousin.
I do remember this.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
I do remember this.
Yeah. So like after that, I was like, yeah, I can't f 42 because she
many inside stories.
She looked me up because I was still married at the time.
Yeah.
But I had told her that I wasn't married. But
And her cousin was in this one, right?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you told me the story
Yeah.
before. It's like,
he
that's why you can't.
looked me up the whole night. I'm like, bro,
Burned
Like-
the whole spot up.
bro. Cause I had perfect too. Cause like my ex had just moved out the house. Like my house was spotless. Didn't even look like nobody was living there but me. So she was like, "Oh, okay. So you wasn't lying." Da, 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 da. Cause like beforehand, I had been ducking. Cause she had wanted to come to my house a few times. And, like I had been ducking. Like I had drug him into it. I drug Demetrius into it.
And we were his roommates. And then eventually we became his actual roommates.
Yeah. So like yeah, they helped me out with a lot. But yeah.
I helped somebody out without even knowing. What's called? Was it when you know, my best friend, right? When he got caught cheating on his wife. One of the stories that he told her is like when we came right out the field, right? He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go spend the night at Vasquez's place because you know how my apartment was right there next to a girl's." So his wife was like, "Yeah, did he spend the night at your place?" I was like, "Yeah." When was this? Like, it was like right after the field. I was like, "Yeah, he was there. He was there." It was called the whole time he was just at old girl's house.
But you like that.
Location.
Yeah, I swear, like
I used to put Phil on his 365.
Oh yeah, you was on my 360.
Yeah.
My life 360.
Yeah, because I was saying that when I was sleeping with this guy, he's like, "Hey, bro, can you log into this for me?" I was like, "Sure."
I remember that.
I was like, "Sure, bro, I can log in for you. What do you need me to do?" He's like,
he would log in, I would log out, so it would make it look like I was at home. The whole time I was in like Lancaster.
"Yeah." I'll just be there. I'm like, "I'm not going anywhere this weekend, bro. I can just stay logged in." Here.
Man, listen.
It's so messed up how about this that even though we're talking about it, it's like we're just having fun about it, but it's like, damn, like I'm pretty sure like people are gonna be looking at this and like as a civilian, they're like, damn, the military really be cheating like that? Like when they're married? Even the first girl I was ever with when I joined the army was married. Did I know? I did, but she gave me the story, you know, this like sob story talking about, you know, he doesn't treat me right. You know, he's abusive. He cheats on me all the time. She gave me that story, and I fell for it. I mean, was it true? I don't know.
Hell no, it wasn't true. It wasn't true.
Well, he knows, but you also know this. The girl that I was like, you know, really pursuing, the first time I met her, she was married. You remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know, I was like, and then when I found out she was divorced, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, played myself there, but it's fine. But no, yeah, no, true. Hey, these married
that was
bitches
like-
out here, man, be cheating.
That was
And I
like
know
the
she's gonna.
I feel like that should be a topic. Is like, do y'all think that they're like the military people are faithful or something?
Okay, well, that's next week's
That's,
podcast.
yeah, that's like a whole.
That's a
That's
whole
like
other
a whole episode right there, because like the real answer is no.
No,
We'll save that.
no, but we'll save it. We'll move on to our last topic, you know, because we're gonna. All right, our last thing, we're gonna play some Would You Rather, right? Some quick games. So I got 4. We got some more afterwards. Let's see. All right, this one I stole from the and Giggles podcast. Hey, shout out to y'all. I don't get free sponsorships, but y'all are funny.
They're
All right.
funny as hell.
Yeah, they are.
Funny as hell.
All right, so this one you probably heard it on TikTok, but now I want to know your takes. Option 1: you fight Mike Tyson in a 10-round fight. Every round you get past is $30 million, but if you get knocked out, you get 15 years in prison, maximum prison. Or guard Curry for 48 minutes, and every 3-point he makes is 3 years in prison. But every single one he misses is $10 million in your pocket. Which one are you doing?
Mike Tyson.
I'm fighting Tyson.
Explain your answers.
Let me just go ahead and tell you, I'm gonna apply the Mayweather, the Mayweather technique. I'm gonna dance around the ring. Hey, look, I'm faster. So it's gonna be hard to get to
That's all
me.
you gotta do.
If is he gonna land like a couple punches? I'm pretty sure he is, but not in.
On you, he's knocking you out. If he lands a punch on you, you're done. Maybe him, he can take a couple, but on you, you're done.
Bro, exactly.
But he also has no chance with Curry. You're 5'4".
Exactly. Wait, no. I'm not.
Exactly.
I was agreeing to that. No, I was not agreeing to that part. I was agreeing.
Right, and Curry's 6'4". That's like a whole foot.
It's a whole foot, bro.
That's a whole nother me.
Yeah, that's crazy work, man.
No, but I'm not that short. Again, I'll pull out my ID right now.
All right, he 5'5".
So yeah.
9.
He's the GOAT height, which is 5'7". That's Canelo's and Messi's.
The only difference for them is that they have money.
Yeah, he said he's.
not that short,
Anyways, so you guys would rather fight Tyson?
Yeah, because I'm gonna run around the ring.
All right. That's
you?
me. Oh, I'm definitely fighting Tyson. Dude, I can't guard. Dude, I don't know how to play basketball. You know, Curry makes like 30. He makes like 9 out of 10 shots at 3-pointers.
You doing life in prison?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in prison forever.
Yeah,
For that 10 million bucks, I'm not gonna be able to use it.
yeah, you doing life in prison.
All right,
That's all that.
this next one. Would you rather take a selfie at every funeral you go to, or object at every wedding you attend? Ooh.
Eject on the weddings.
Why?
Why? It'd be like the Wedding Crashers, like the movie. It's like I'm just like objection, and then just sit right back down.
Tough, cause like, now,
I object.
what do you mean by taking a selfie at the funeral?
With the dead person?
You seen that Flash meme where he's like on the grave like that? That
No.
meme with the that meme where like he's on the grave and he's like just taking a selfie.
That. I mean, if he's already buried and there's nobody around and he's just
No, the whole like it's in the middle of a funeral. You're just take a selfie
Like of the funeral itself, or are you taking a selfie with
with the
dead-
casket.
The casket and it's open.
Yeah, and the funeral's still happening. Like just like how in the middle of the wedding you object, you take the selfie in the middle of the funeral.
Do I know these people?
No, it's every single one you attend. So if you just
Every single one I attend. Okay.
so if you happen to join to say your wife at a funeral, you don't even know the family member.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the wedding. I'm gonna go with the wedding.
Yeah.
Especially like if it's like one of her family members. Like granted, like I don't know all her family, but like the family that I do know, they're pretty cool. So like I can't do that to them.
Yeah.
But like, she honestly doesn't have any family members that like I don't like.
So every wedding you go to, you just
So
object.
I'm like,
What if it's her sister's wedding?
I'm objecting.
It's just I object.
I'm objecting.
even funny.
I'm gonna make some up.
It's just
Like,
objection.
I object. She got 2 left feet. It's never gonna go right.
Yeah.
Just say some stupid
Just-
shit.
Yeah. I don't. I'll also go for objective. I don't think I could pull off a selfie and just make it look natural. I'll just be like,
Now if it's somebody I don't like, I'm taking a selfie, and I'm like, you know what? At this bitch ass nigga's funeral, after I take the picture, slap him, and I just walk away.
Wait, somebody did that, didn't it? There was a video on that.
no, I don't know.
Somebody like recorded. Somebody recorded that. Like it was. I think it was some type of meme or something like that. Like the dude was like talking about the dude, and then at the end he just slaps him and walks away.
Yeah.
And then everybody at the funeral was like start yelling at him and like that. But that's happened.
Actually, you know what would be more up? Like you take a selfie, right? And you either have like a knife or a gun. Either you shoot them or you stab them. Like they're already dead, so like, what does it matter?
I think that's
Disrespect.
it's just yeah.
He's an op.
Just a little knife.
Yeah,
Just a little jab. It'll be like, yeah, I just want to see if it can do it.
just like put an X across their face or something like that.
Jumps up and is like, hey, yo.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather fight the nearest person near you when you every single time you sneeze, or lose the ability to read for 1 week out of the month, every month at random? So it's a random week. You just lose the ability to read the whole week. Or every single time you sneeze, you just fight some random dude.
I'm gonna go with the sneeze. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the sneeze.
So if you're next to Mike Tyson, you just happen to have a go. Aren't you?
You gotta be calculated with though, because like if you feel that sneeze coming on, you gotta fight it. You like,
You fight someone Vasquez size,
You gotta-
just fucking run.
yeah. So like this one, definitely, if it was an op, I'm sneezing on purpose. I'm gonna at you, and then hey, square up. We got to fight now. Right.
Yeah, I think I'll lose the ability to read, bro.
Nah,
Or you
bro.
lose the ability to read.
Oh, that's funny.
I couldn't do that because like, what if like say like you out to eat, right? So like we at Texas Roadhouse,
I'm cooking that week.
but you said it's random, so you wouldn't know.
Oh, the minute I'm looking at the
wouldn't
menu
know.
like this, I'll be like,
You'd be
hey,
like,
honey, hey, I'll be like, hey,
let me get the Ryby, the right.
I think I actually fixed my dyslexia. I'll be
Right.
like, the ability to just
Let me get the fillet mignon.
No, dude, I'll just do what I always do at IHOP. I'll take that one. I'll take that one.
But you wouldn't know what it was because you don't know how to read.
No, but I'll see the pictures like that looks good.
Fair enough.
Dude, no, trust me. If I was at a restaurant, I was just like this, and I lost the ability to read, I'd be like,
I feel like it would happen at the most inconvenient time with the most dumbest. So like, you at McDonald's trying to order some food, and you'd be like, "Welcome to McDonald's. Can I have we gotta take your order?" And you'd be like,
sir, what's your order?
Carter pound.
Cotter
Carter pound. Can I get the burger with the big piece of meat? like wait, what? Yeah, let me get the burger with the big piece of meat, with the onions and the pickles. And they'd be like, sir, that's like over half of our burgers.
Yeah.
or at a presentation.
Right. Oh, that'd be
Oh,
the worst.
dude, that would be so embarrassing. Be like, so today we're talking about the stock.
Imagine doing that. Imagine doing that during like a brief in the military.
Oh my god. They'll be like, today, Junior.
Especially you, like the EO rep.
Oh yeah.
There we go. We're talking about sharp. Let me go ahead and tell you why this is bad. Number one.
Don't do that.
Don't do that one.
Can someone read number one for me?
Hey,
Can someone read number one for me?
that's a good one.
Hey, next point. Hey, we're popcorn reading this bitch.
Man.
So I'm gonna make sure all of y'all are involved. With this, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely.
I feel like there's ways around not being able to read for a week. I just think you are right. It'll catch me in the dumbest and the worst time.
Worst time.
And not being able to read means you can't read time either. So like,
Yeah, you be like,
you're like, what time is it?
Hey, set up alarms. Set alarms. He's like, I already know that at this time, this alarm specifically.
This sound of alarm is at 1. The different sounds throughout the day. All right. The last question I have, then you guys can ask yours. Would you rather have your clothes dissolve at random?
You see what I'm talking
Oh, my bad. Sorry. No. I had a word scratch. I was like, why did I scratch that word out? But no, my bad. Would you rather have your clothes dissolve at a random time of every day, or every time you buy underwear or a toothbrush, they are already used?
damn.
So at random times of every day for the rest of your life, your clothes will just magically dissolve.
Close.
Really?
Yeah, because like if you buy that toothbrush and it's used, you don't know what that person's mouth is like. You don't know where their mouth has been.
There's bleach for that, right?
Yeah, but you gotta go through that process of doing all that, and it's
So-
already used.
So you're telling me you'd prefer to go throughout the day? You like say you're at that wedding you're about to object, right? Or that selfie you're about to take with, and then all of a sudden you just look down.
Your clothes just goes.
I'm gonna run, but gently like you use underwear or toothbrush. Nah, I can't do that because like especially a toothbrush, like somebody's mouth has already been on there, like been.
Is it out of random? Like a random person's used this?
Oh, what? All I said was use toothbrush or nor.
What
if his-
your wife was using it?
No, he's still not doing.
I'm still not.
He's not doing it.
Like, my wife is a throat demon, so it's like now I'm not about to be tasting myself on my own toothbrush.
I would just stop brushing my teeth, bro. I'll use mouthwash for the rest of my life.
Nah, I have to do the clothes, man. Especially like the underwear too. Like, with that person don't wipe their ass.
You see a little brown
Like you got brown streak in like the crack part of your underwear. I can't do that.
Damn. So you rather just risk being naked?
Yeah, because then I can run away.
It's because you got a big. That's why you got nothing to be ashamed of.
I can run away, go to my car, go home, and I'm good.
Then you better make sure you manscape before leaving the house every day.
Every day at random though, that would be crazy. Dude.
Yeah.
You couldn't do anything. What if you're in the motor pool? Cases on cases on cases on cases.
I'm jumping in the vehicle.
Explain your situation before you head.
I'm jumping in the vehicle.
Hey,
Look, out of the randomness, my clothes will disappear. I don't know when. I don't know why it happens.
I don't know what happens. It's just a curse God gave me.
I'm jumping my vehicle. Hey, ground got me to my car.
I got another one. Well, if your shit starts like always disappearing, you're gonna have to keep buying more clothes.
Oh no, they said that in the video I saw. No. The clothes would just magically appear in your closet again.
Oh, okay.
So basically, it just fall off of you and then go right back in your closet.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
For those of you,
Do that.
Because imagine you were wearing your favorite shoes and you're just fucking.
Oh, that'd be rough.
yeah, just
Like you just shoes just disintegrate. You ain't. Yeah, they are.
It's like, damn, I'm never
The
wearing
clothes.
those bitches ever.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm still going with the clothes.
the way I imagine is just like one moment you're just sitting still, and then the next one is just gone. It's just
It's we have
like
this
it pops, like it pops open.
We're just having this conversation
Yeah.
right now. It's like,
Just naked.
yo, the bathroom's right there.
Right. Exactly. Bathroom right there.
After that goes in the other room, do your thing.
So you might fit into his clothes, not mine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
But
still going with the clothes.
I guess.
Funny story about that. When I got promoted to staff sergeant, I wore his uniform because I forgot mine.
You did. I remember that.
Yeah. So all my pictures for my promotion say staff sergeant Richardson because I didn't have a name tape either.
I remember that shit. I was like, this dude. But you know, we're gonna ride with it.
Yeah.
You got another question?
No, you guys have any more?
Do I have any questions? Like, not really. Do you?
It's not necessarily like a would you rather. It's kind of relates to like our first topic. When you were dating a woman that was toxic as hell to you, like not good for you. I already know yours. Like when the point where like enough was enough.
Well, little do you know, it happened twice.
Okay, I know the first one. I don't know the second one.
I'm kind of out of it right now.
Yeah. Well, talk to someone like made me what?
Like
Would you rather be in that?
no, not necessarily. It's not a.
It's not would you rather.
Oh,
It's more so like what was that final breaking point? Like okay, enough is enough. I gotta leave this bitch alone.
Okay, so for the first one, you obviously know it was she turned all my friends against me. Or no, she made me turn my friends against myself.
Yeah,
So I was manipulated. And the second one,
because we couldn't stand your ass.
yeah, I know it's okay. It's fine. It's love. You're here.
Yeah, we got past it.
Yeah. Hey. And your bitch ass husband.
that's crazy.
You got one nut.
He look literally he
Hey,
does.
You put baby in there though.
That's
That one nut.
hey, that's his loss, bro.
He just one up.
hey, that's his loss. Anyways, the second one, well, he knows this because it was at his little party thing. It pissed me off when she said, "Okay." For some reason, this girl does not understand the reason I got mad. The reason I got mad was because she said, "You're treating me like a second option." And I don't understand why I asked it because you made yourself the second option when you rejected me over and over again.
But she, the whole time
she had a boyfriend right there.
Wow. Okay.
She had her boyfriend right like in the other room, and she's like, "You made me," and that's what I don't think she really understands why it got me so like wound up to the point where I was like, "You're a narcissist. You're a bitch. You're a bad friend. You manipulated me. You're a little." I was like, "I hate you, dude." I blew up because I was also drunk, and alcohol and me don't mix together when I'm emotional. So I blew up on her, made her cry, And then yeah, her boyfriend wanted to fight me. I was down with it. My friends were down with it. They're like, hey man. I was like, we gotta run some. I knew her boyfriend couldn't win in a fight. The dude was older than you.
The hell I gotta do anything?
Right.
Hey, he's older than you and shorter than this dude. You can just tell.
On that for me was called the toxic. So I have if I'm gonna date a chick, I have a couple rules, but what's called two of my main ones is don't sleep with one of my friends and don't put your hands on me because I will never put my hands on you, right? This what? You think I date a chick that okay, my all right, no. My bad. My inner circle.
Okay.
You know, my inner circle, right? Like between like the boys, you know,
That's not even what I'm talking about. I was talking about the other one.
if you
Put their hands on you.
okay, yeah, that one, yeah, okay, yeah, I didn't date her.
It's okay.
I didn't date her. That's the whole reason why I'm explaining this, right? So she ended up doing both things, but the first thing is that she did one thing, right? First, she wanted to sleep with one of my friends. What's called, and then he was like, "Nah, I'm not like I'm not gonna do that." And then she tried, huh? Who was she going for first? It was called. So then she tried another way with one of my other friends, and he said, "All right." So he, of course, I'm gonna know these things. It's an inner circle, right? And then I brought it up to her. I was like, "Nah, what I tell you?" I was like, "You sleep with my friends? There's no us. There's like, we can like keep on going, like doing the other stuff, but relationship, don't forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it." So what's called? I guess that kind of threw her off. Like she got really mad and just like started going at me, like just started hitting me, right? Left, right. I was like, damn, okay. But
He came back with bruises, bro. I was worried. Black eye, busted lip. And the next morning, he's like, sorry, guys. We're having a barbecue. I was like, bro, what's wrong? What happened? He's like, I fell down the stairs, bro. That's what he said to me. I'm obviously with you.
I mean, at that point, it's fair game.
nah, and even at that, I didn't put my hands on her. I just restrained her, and that's it. Like, I just made sure. But that was after she punched me in the dick.
Oh,
Yeah, that shit.
I won't hit a woman, but I'll beat a bitch's ass.
Okay.
And look, the only reason I'm calling because there's a TikTok going around out there that after that incident happened, we said, if you ever talk to this girl again,
Oh my god.
one of our friends, our mutual friends, another host of the podcast, Mercy, hey, shout out to him, Marcellus. He hates that name, but hey, Marcellus. What's it called? Gets to punch him in the face.
I mean, that's fair.
I showed you the TikTok, but my phone.
Yeah.
But,
And he got rocked in the face.
yeah, I got fucking hit. What's called? If y'all want to see that video, just go to what is it on the plumbers? Yeah, the plumbers on the TikTok page. Yeah, that was called. I got punched in the face after that. I was like, yeah, I'm not talking to that chick ever again after that incident.
I caught her on video of him saying, I'm not talking to her anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on video from the beginning, and then because I'm sitting down because I'm just coming out of what was it? I was volunteering at a carnival, and I was like cooking and shit, right? Mm. So I was like, I came back tired as and I'm like, they're having a barbecue, and I'm like just sitting there, and he's like, yo, what's good? Like, what's wrong? It's like, man, old girl had to like try to kick her out last night, but she wouldn't leave. She put her hands on me. He's like, oh, for real? Like, man, damn, what you do? It's like, man, I just convinced her. Like, I was like, all right, yeah, no, don't worry, we gonna be together still, after this, like, So it's like, she went into like fell asleep. I went to the kitchen, hit every knife, everything, because that's how I felt. Like I anything that was sharp, I hit that. So then I was telling them that. He's like, I bet you're going to go talk to her right back. Like, you're going to go right back to her. And I'm like, I'm not. It's like, matter of fact, if I do, I'll let Mercy punch me in the face. And he's like, he caught that tape.
I was recording it. Just by chance, I was just recording it. I was like,
and was
did that with you?
Huh?
I said, we should have did that with you.
Oh, yeah.
And we ended up going to a club.
I learned my lesson.
We ended up going to a club, and she was there with her new man's, right? And she hit me up while she was with her man's, and she was like, you know, I miss you, blah blah, and I'm like, you know, something, the night's still young, and so it's like, so what you trying to do? And I took her to the garage in her car, but unfortunately, Mercy was there, and he texted me right after. He's like, you already know what's gonna happen. I was like,
The crazy part is he was the DD for her that night, so he had to go to him to get the keys. Jesus. So when he gave dude, I was there. I saw it. He gave the keys like this with a big ass smile on his face, and he took the keys, and you just saw him go. It's just.
I know it's gonna happen. It's like it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. And yeah,
And he was ducking, bro. He stopped hanging out with the group for 2 weeks.
No.
He's like, you guys are punching him in the face. You guys are punching me in the face. And I was like, no, bro, we agree. You're gonna get punched in the face. We got it on video. We gotta make the TikTok.
And I'm a man of my word.
But he was ducking. Ever since I was like, hey, bro, we're all here. The whole group would like meet up, and when we were like, we're all here waiting for you. He's like, bro, I'm busy.
I'm busy.
I have to meet up with somebody right now. Like,
And eventually we caught him by we said, hey, we're going to we're going to Nuremberg. So we like it was just like a town like an hour away. We're like, hey, we're going to Nuremberg. So he's like, he came out so he could get in the car, and we're all just waiting there with a boxing glove. And he's like,
you know something? Hey, I want to go to Nuremberg. Let's get the shit over with. It's like we're gonna go film, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go do some interviews, and they caught me liking like that. I was like, let's get this shit over with. And he rocked my shit, and I mean, at the beginning I didn't feel it, right? But for the next I don't know, like 3 days, like I was like, damn, like I'll randomly be like, why does this hurt? And I'm like, oh, like yeah, Mercy punched me in the face. But in that moment, I didn't feel it. It was after. That was terrible.
It'd be like that.
now that was a good question. We are getting close to our time, so we're gonna close it off right now. Everyone, welcome Rich, the new host, new permanent host for a while because I am gone soon, sadly. But other than that,
You chose that.
hey, yeah, I did choose it. It's fine. Other than that, hey, thanks for joining. See y'all next week, and tune in. What did Cruz used to say?
Damn. What did he say? You know, we do this every single time.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, we need to watch that video. I think it was like your clog piping. No, your clog. No, your pipe clog is our liking. No, I don't know.
I feel like that.
No. Whatever. All right, goodbye.
No, really.